AITA for exposing my teacher's secret relationship with a student? I always looked up to Mr. Thompson. He was one of those rare teachers who made you want to learn. Charismatic, funny, and supportive, everyone loved him. He taught English at my high school, and I'd always thought of him as one of the good ones. The kind of teacher who saw students as people, not grades. When I was in 11th grade, my best friend Chloe started staying after class a lot. She said she was helping Mr. Thompson with club projects and college essays. I didn't think much of it at first. Chloe was smart, outgoing, and he was her favorite teacher too. But then, small things started feeling off. She'd get weirdly defensive whenever I asked what they were working on. Once, I saw her texting late at night and smiling at her phone, and when I jokingly asked if it was her boyfriend, she said, sort of, then changed the subject. One day after school, I stopped by Mr. Thompson's room to return a book. The door was half open, and I heard laughter. That soft, flirty kind that doesn't belong in a classroom. I peeked inside and froze. Chloe was sitting on his desk, her hand on his arm, and his voice was low and gentle, the way you talk to someone you're with, not someone you teach. He brushed a strand of her hair behind her ear. My stomach dropped. I left quietly, heart pounding. I told myself maybe I misunderstood. Maybe it was nothing. But the next week, I saw Chloe wearing a silver bracelet I'd definitely seen on Mr. Thompson before. When I asked, she said it was a gift, and wouldn't look me in the eye. I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to ruin anyone's life. But the more I noticed, the more undeniable it became. The late-night texts. The long stares. The way she defended him whenever anyone joked about him being too friendly. Finally, I confronted her. I remember saying, "Chloe, are you and Mr. Thompson together?" Her face went pale. "What are you talking about?" I said softly. "I saw you two. You don't have to lie." She looked terrified and then angry. "You don't get it, okay? You don't know what it's like to be really seen. He listens to me. He believes in me." I said, "He's your teacher. He's 33. She snapped. "You wouldn't understand. He loves me." I walked away shaking. For days, I didn't know what to do. I couldn't focus, couldn't sleep. If I told someone, Chloe's life would blow up. But if I stayed quiet, he could be taking advantage of her, and maybe others. I kept picturing her crying one day, realizing she'd been used. So I made a choice. I went to the school counselor and told her everything. They took it seriously, too seriously. Within hours, Chloe was pulled from class, Mr. Thompson was escorted out, and an investigation started. I thought I was doing the right thing. But when the news spread, everything changed. Chloe stopped speaking to me. Her parents were furious at me. They said I'd ruined her reputation, her college chances, her life. Students started whispering that I'd lied because I was jealous. That I had a crush on Mr. Thompson and got revenge when he didn't like me back. The principal even asked me if I was sure if maybe I'd misinterpreted their friendship. I showed them screenshots, messages Chloe had accidentally sent me once that hinted at intimacy. That shut them up, but it didn't stop the rumors. Mr. Thompson was suspended pending investigation. I heard he denied everything, said Chloe had imagined their relationship. But then the police found messages on his phone, messages no teacher should ever send to a student. Sweet nothings. Plans to run away after graduation. Photos. He was arrested. When Chloe found out, she broke down. She called me one night, sobbing, saying, "You don't understand. He was all I had. You took him from me." I wanted to say I'd saved her, but the words wouldn't come. Because deep down, I wasn't sure. She dropped out of school. He lost his job. And me? I became the villain. No one thanked me. No one said, "You did the right thing." The teachers stayed silent. My classmates avoided me. I'd walk down the hall and feel their stares, their whispers. "She's the one who snitched. She ruined 2 lives. She should have kept her mouth shut." And maybe they're right. Maybe I destroyed something that wasn't mine to expose. But then I think about the messages, the manipulation, the way he told her to keep their love secret. I think about how young she was, how we were, and I know if I hadn't spoken up, it could have gotten worse. Sometimes doing the right thing doesn't feel like victory. It feels like standing in a storm, watching everything break, including yourself. Chloe eventually moved away. I haven't heard from her since. Mr. Thompson pled guilty to inappropriate communication and got probation. He's not allowed to teach again. I still think about that day when I stood outside that classroom door and decided whether to walk away or open it. Part of me wishes I'd never looked inside, because knowing the truth ruined everything I believed about people, about trust, about right and wrong. Now, years later, I still ask myself the same question. Was I a hero for exposing him, or a monster for destroying 2 lives in the process?
So T. Elmi.
AITA for exposing my teacher's secret relationship with a student?